and you literally put the ball in their court to where people are now going to buy the game just out of spite. Just because you wrote this, you literally propelled them to new heights that they probably wasn't going to go to. Just like you did with Stellar Blade. Y'all not learning y'all lesson.
Wow, 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 wow. Mysterious toilets are tight.
Yo, what's going on, people? We got something stupid to talk about today. I guess the embargo lifted for Black Myth Wukong, and the reviews are flooding in like crazy. And to tell you the truth, it's actually pretty good. So basically, as you can see, the reviews are actually pretty good. From most places giving it 100 all the way down to an 80, to IGN giving it 4.5, or IGN giving it 8 out of 10. That's the original score. So apparently, this video is going to be hard for me to make because I seen something that just pissed me off to the fullest. And this is just classic journalist 101. This is literally going to tell you why these journalists are not going to exist no more. I would say within probably the next 2 years. Let me start from the beginning. What did I see that's getting me all flustered? I'm going to show you. Screen Rant. Yeah, that Screen Rant.
Mysterious toilets are tight.
Apparently did a review on Black Myth Wukong. And you won't believe what they rated it and why they rated it. They rated it at 3.0 out of 5 stars, right? Which is technically an average game. You want to know why they deducted these points? Let's take a look. Okay, we got combat is fluid and fun. Okay, that sounds good. Cinematography can be breathtaking at times, which means the game is gorgeous. All I've been hearing about this game is that it's the most beautiful game that you've seen on consoles and PC. Okay, that's pretty good. Great diversity in items and mechanics. Sounds nice. What are the cons? Oh shit, okay, let's see. Game performance is unpolished. I have been seeing people actually fairly critique this, but to tell you the truth, the game doesn't come out until the 20th. So I'm pretty sure they're going to do a day one patch that's going to actually attack this stuff, but I could see them actually putting out a review. This is a fair criticism, so I'm not going to knock that. So what's the second line? Lacking in inclusivity and diversity. Yeah, you heard me. They put in the cons section of a game that's made in China about Chinese mythology. They put lacking in inclusivity and diversity. Are we really here right now? Is this the time? I used to joke about shit like this. I used to literally joke and say that, you know, they're going to start putting this shit and saying this shit in reviews now and actually deducting points because it doesn't have inclusivity and diversity. I didn't think it was going to be now. This is almost like the revelation of the ending of journalism itself. Like literally, they are literally deducting points in a Chinese-made game made for Chinese mythology. And you're going to deduct the points because of lack of diversity. When I haven't seen a human being, 100% human being in this game whatsoever. You got monkeys, you got fucking tigers, you got bears. Oh my, you got literally everything in this game when it comes to animals mixed with human-like features, and you're gonna bitch and complain about diversity? This just goes down the spiraling path because I'm not letting IGN off the hook either because you guys won't believe what they did as well. Watch this. So IGN thought that they could get away with actually giving this game an 8. They didn't really give it an 8. To tell you the truth, they got exposed that they really gave it a 5. And the reason why they're doing this is because they've been trying to write hit pieces on this game or this company since the beginning when it first got announced. They didn't like the fact that this game was going to be highly successful and the fact that they kept on saying fuck you to the woke people trying to come into their company and trying to change it because they wanted them to play ball. They didn't. Game Science has not said a word to these gaming companies because they don't owe them anything. These people literally have zero power, but they will literally make up a controversy and then expect you to comment and disprove that controversy. What type of sense does that make? So they're not playing ball. And I hope that a lot more people and a lot more companies start to do this shit too and just say, fuck you, get out my face. I don't have to talk to you. I don't care what you accuse me of. You don't owe them nothing. So apparently, which I'm gonna show right now, supposedly someone in China got mad and leaked the upcoming IGN review of Black Myth Wukong. Rebecca, whatever fuck. Valentine is the IGN reporter who originally wrote the much cited hit piece on Wukong's devs. Game Science using mistranslated and out of context quotes, which they do all the fucking time. They did the same thing with Stellar Blade too. Her debunked article was quoted as the factual basis for dozens of hit pieces on Game Science, as the devs claimed they were being extorted for millions of dollars to be forced to hire woke consultants to fix their image. Remember, I talked about this shit during like 3 videos ago, and I talked about how Sweet Baby and all these other companies were trying to get into game science to try to extort them for $3 million, and a lot of people basically said that that wasn't the case. Apparently so, because what I said happened verbatim. We could just tell by the fallout. Because of these hit pieces, the fact that IGN gave them a 5 actually behind the scenes and they got outed, and they had to bump it up to an 8 because of all the backlash that China gave against them, because China gave it a 10. IGN China gave it a 10.
拿出如此体量的第一款单机作品，说这是一场奇迹也绝不为过。黑神话：悟空绝对可以说是一座中国游戏行业的历史。
So IGN America gave it an 8 out of 10, and that's the bump up score. They originally gave it a 5, but that's such a huge difference from IGN China giving it a 10 and IGN America giving it a 5. So they had to at least bump it up to an 8 to make ends meet, to be like, okay, well, we could just bump it down because of technical issues and stuff like that. That's what we can do. You see where this is going? So this shows you the fallout of what happened. They're not playing ball. That's the reason why they're trying to do this shit. This is the person who wrote that fucking article on Screen Rant about having a lack of inclusion and diversity. You know what she did? No, you know what Screen Rant did? Screen Rant literally got rid of... Screen Rant removed the author's name from the article to protect her because she was getting so much flack. But apparently, of course, you know how the internet works. As soon as you say some dumb shit like that, we're not going to let you get away with it anymore. This is done. People are through with people like this. And I hope her name goes everywhere. I hope she gets fired. To tell you the truth, for you to write that shit, you're basically literally just an activist. You're not reviewing the game fairly anymore. So guess what? Guess where your credibility goes? It goes down the shitter. Nobody's going to listen to you anymore. You're done. And I'm glad that people are actually snapshotting this shit so we can actually see who was the main responsible person for that dumbass article. I hope she never gets hired no more. And then they completely got rid of the author's name. It's gone. But too late. We're on it. This ain't for their safety. Screen Rant removed the author of the of the review of Black Myth Wukong for safety reasons. No, how about saying that she's getting criticism because she made a stupid ass statement that nobody agrees with? You know what type of echo chamber you have to be in order for you to write something like this and put that in there? Who did they think that was going to appeal to? Like, how did you think that was going to go over? They literally live in a fucking bubble. So I'm so glad that this shit is going downhill. These people are losing a shit ton of money, and Kotaku is basically doing the same thing. They're just repeating the same. Look, this is how I know that all these people from who review these games are literally the same people. They literally just wait on X or wait on YouTube and wait till somebody else's shit come out, and then what they do is they comment on that, or they say the exact same thing. And this shows you that Kotaku is just a piece of shit anyway, especially that stupid bitch that actually worked there.
You stupid motherfucker.
Black Myth Wukong sounds like a pretty but repetitive and buggy action game.
You stupid motherfucker.
This is what IGN says. Black Myth Wukong was first announced in 2020 via a short but impressive looking gameplay trailer. Since then, the hype around the game has steadily built thanks to its slick combat and gorgeous visuals. However, an IGN reporter in 2023 alleged that some top individuals at Game Science, and this is the fake ass hit piece that they try to put on them, the studio behind the game had participated in awful online discourse about women and fostered a toxic culture at the studio. Pay attention to what this studio actually accused them of, right? Or what's the cons of the game, right? IGN basically created the hit piece and basically said that there was toxic culture in their studio regarding women, right? About the discussions of women. So what did they knock a point off for? Inclusion and diversity. On the women's side. It's not on anything else. It's not about race or anything. It's literally for women. So they created a hit piece about Game Science that's not true at all and expected them to comment on it. So guess what the literal rhetoric that they've been trying to push since that day? Oh, this game ain't diverse. This game don't have any strong women characters. Where the women at? In a Chinese fucking game about a monkey king that's been existing for years, and you decided to... You see what I'm saying right now? I'm so glad that these companies are literally going out of business. This shit is the dumbest thing ever. I just had to get on here and talk about this because literally this shit pissed me the fuck off. These people have been desperate for a long time. Their views are going down like crazy. They're putting advertisements on their shit like crazy because they have to meet ends meet. They're basically feeding off of each other. Every single one of these gaming articles are feeding off of each other. IGN, Kotaku, Screen Rant, Games Radar, all these companies are feeding off each other because they're dying. They're a dying breed. IGN is going to be the last one to probably go. Yeah, they're all dying. And it's because of shit like this. I'm actually glad that they actually did put this shit right here, because now this was just the nail in the coffin. Literally. Their credibility is fucking gone, and I don't see them ever recovering from this now, because Black Myth Wukong is going to break records just like Stellar Blade is. And you literally put the ball in their court to where people are now going to buy the game just out of spite. Just because you wrote this. You literally propelled them to new heights that they probably wasn't going to go to. Just like you did with Stellar Blade. Y'all not learning y'all lesson. Don't y'all know that every time y'all talk about something and y'all say shit like this, y'all literally have the opposite effect on what y'all want to fail and what y'all trying to smear. Nobody trusts y'all, but y'all so stupid that y'all don't realize that. Thank you for making Black Myth Wukong successful as fuck now. You just literally brought the sales through the roof. Congratulations.
You played yourself.